Okay, this is the third time I've tried to film this reading, and we're not giving up. We're being resilient. We're rising from the ashes. Somebody doesn't want you to know this message, but it's happening. Okay, so right now it's like 3 in the morning. Now that's very, very common for me to be up at 3 in the morning. It's more common I'm going to be up at 3 in the morning than it's not. But here's the kicker. Right now, I'm in Orlando. I was at Halloween Horror Nights. Okay, so like I'm back in the resort, and before I can decompress, Spirit told me I have a message. I have to channel this 3 times now. Okay, so I pulled cards already. I pulled cards already when I was filming for the second. So what I'm being called to do with this is we're going to read these cards in front, and this is just going to straight up explain what the category is of our motherfucking reading. And then we're going to push forward. We're going to prevail. Okay? So, let's flip these over together. It's a lot of cards. Okay? So we have somebody who sees you as wish fulfillment. You also see them as wish fulfillment, and you both are very skilled in separate parts of a craft and can combine very well together. Okay, both of you have been very generous sources who have overgiven to a lot of people. So there's this sense of I don't want to overgive again. I'm in control of myself. I don't want to imbalance anything. We have a feminine who's scared but also at peace with fate. I have a feminine either in front of me or connected to this reading that's about to make a forward movement. Take it as it resonates. It feels like picking you. It feels like returning an offer. It's not like you're presenting something to somebody. You're bringing an offer back. Okay, so we know what the reading's about. I have a feminine in front of me. Or if you're a masculine, take as it resonates. These are collective. Maybe this is a masculine who needs to be honoring more of his feminine nature or their feminine nature within them right now. But needless to say, most of you here, you're a person that's had an offer or somebody's waiting in a state of limbo. You've been putting and prioritizing yourself first, and Spirit says that is correct. This person understands that. They love that about you, that you put yourself first and you're resilient and you have your priorities straight. Somebody has been, I have somebody connected here who has been like expanding and learning and being around so many different energies right now. They are in a mindset of nothing's going to distract me. This silence, take it as it resonates, but this silence that you have gone into to center focus on making sure that your next step in romance is also aligning with the rest of your fruition. It's very understandable, and it's smart. It feels like there's something like a burden that's not even a burden, but it's just like a big weight, something that's very important for you to stay focused on right now is about to be completed. And then you're kind of like, what's my next step from here with this person? What is my next step here with this person? Okay, so we got our legit cards in our oracle today. We're gonna be using my Halloween oracle. All right. So when October comes around, I go the fuck all out. Like our readings are gonna be themed and yada yada. You got costumes. Just you fucking wait. Okay. Halloween's the best time of the year. But starting October 1st, all Halloween themed oracle and tarot. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and start the Halloween oracle right now, since we're already here in Halloween Horror Nights, which it was pretty badass. Not gonna lie. Definitely want to get a fast pass. That is the only way. If you do not plan on getting a fast pass, I would suggest maybe checking the dates to see if you're going on the busiest, because the fast path is worth it, but the line out the wahoo, okay? So there's a channel reason for that. Maybe you have been learning. Maybe you have been learning you don't always have to take the longest way. Maybe you've worked so hard that you are affording, that you are able to go ahead and say, I'm not skipping forward. I'm advancing. I'm telling myself I don't have to stay here. I don't have to put myself in this category. I can express. This is also an express pass, but it feels like it's tying into expression with somebody else. Like, here's a fast pass to my heart almost. You just don't get a fast pass. You have to work for it. You have to pay for it. Interesting. Okay. Let's analyze our cards. Both energies within this reading, no matter how this reading is going to resonate with you, are high vibrational, have their lives together, and are bearers of good news, are inventors, are their own boss, their own GPS. They know the sound of their own, they know the vibe, the look, the see, the sound, everything of their inner compass, their guidance, their GPS. We have two people. We have two people here who are already in an unspoken knowance that there's something deeper between the connection. An offer has not been presented, but it is very, very prominent, opaque. Same in opaque, it's like crystal clear. That this vibe between you two is so strong that whoever the feminine is currently is like, I can't get distracted. So they've had strong opinions for a very long time on their physical independency, which is beautiful, which is phenomenal. But you're allowed to be taken care of emotionally, and it take nothing away from your independency. We have a protector that wants to take care of you. But they understand they have also had to be very different than the way they've treated you than dynamics in the past. They're not used to somebody else. We have a protector that wants to take care of you. But they understand they have also had to be very different than the way they've treated you than dynamics in the past. They're not used to somebody as independent as you. But they're at a very big state of acceptance that if this is going to happen, they just have to give you space. And they're going forth with their life. And they're still sending you amazing vibes every day. But this is your wish fulfillment. You have changed your opinion on a lot of things after meeting this person. I mean, just expanded. It doesn't even feel like change. It feels like more expanded. This whole relationship is going to lead to spiritual, material, emotional, physical, yada yada world abundance. And this is this sense of also looking back at how hard it came for both of you from your rock bottoms to be where you are now. You're both deserving of each other. Both people in this dynamic have been in moments of like, oh man, why would they want me? Yeah, right. Yada yada, because that's the parasite. This is leading to complete and utter fruition. This is welcoming. The feminine in this dynamic is about to go ahead and have what I call the pre-workout effect. What have you been inventing? What have you been learning that you actually want to share with somebody? You stopped something before it could start a cycle. Because you cared so much about a person or a dynamic that you were like, I can't let a cycle repeat. I have to be able to have my full attention on what's going on now, but I am going to welcome this offer in with open arms. I am going to not test also either this masculine, but simply see, does this masculine respect healthy boundaries? You figured out the answer is yes. This is a time of sharing. This is a time of not giving up on yourself. And whoever this person is connected to your reading, they're only going to add to your fruition. This is aligned with career. So either you both definitely could even be working in the same type of field. What's going on with the rest of this reading? Man, I just had a complete download from like a J. Cole song, I believe, because of this card. And peacocks are a big forward movement. So there's a third party dynamic watching you right now. There's a third party dynamic watching you right now, and this person is not going to be happy with you and this other person being together. But you can't make everybody happy. This is somebody who you used to have a romantic dynamic with, and you separated from them because they were starting to cycle repeat. You saw, it's not that you saw their true colors and the facade went away. No, you just saw that they were not able to give you what you're deserving of. No matter how much you felt for them. No matter how much you believed in their bigger purpose, their bigger vision. Whoever that is literally listening to you as we speak. So they could be like, if you have voice messages, memos between each other, videos, etc., yada yada, they're listening to your voice, okay? What she feels, she knows. This is how I got that channeled message about, it's the song She Knows by J. Cole. And I believe it's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. And it's talking about how, like, you want what you want. And you can't make everybody happy. This person is completely closed off, pretending like they want nothing to do with you, or that so maybe not even pretending they don't want to do anything to do with you, but they want you to know nothing about how much they're actually obsessed with looking at you. And you guys know me, I don't say the word obsessed. But this is obsessive energy, and it's not obsessive in like a crazy way. This is just they're looking at you all the time. The peacocks are a big forward movement, and peacocks they're masculine. They're masculine energy and beautiful masculine energy about invoking and expanding. So this time of separation from whoever this person is that's watching you from afar, they've seen you expand your wings. This person has an inkling in their mind that you're connected to somebody else. That somebody else is getting the attention they once got from you. So you're feeling many people, different energies. This is why you're in a state of confusion when it comes to the person who started this reading to begin with. This one where you're both going to expand, and there's been this state at peace with fate. And that this feminine, when everything is sorted out and she feels like she has the energy to reach out to her masculine, she is. Again, remember, these readings, they are to resonate with you. They are not to be made to fit. This is a reading where a masculine has been respectable, has understood healthy boundaries, and is basically waiting for you to message them back or give a little bit more of a forward movement back. They've decided to go in and not maybe try to push buttons and like ask to hang out, ask for big forward movement. They've decided to just stay docile and match your vibe. So the only time right now it looks like you recently have been having truly time to think and settle is at nighttime. You're very busy, but something about this past week, you've had way more responsibilities, and it's like midnight hour, the most magical hour of all. But I'm also seeing like midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m. This person going ahead, and then the night song, hidden talents. They're learning about you. Actually, they could be looking through if you have different forms of social media. If you're known for something, a craft, looking up your profession, etc. There's a person, though, that wants to also get to know more about you. Both people, when they met each other, there was infinite possibilities. There was all of this stuff that instantly they were like, we have the same values, we have the same ideas, and we fit into each other's molds. We fit into each other's puzzle. We're missing puzzle pieces. So Spirit truly says right now, whoever you are, you go with the flow of your own rhythm. I have to cover this up. Go into with the flow with your own rhythm means that sometimes you're going to go ahead and raise the octaves. It means you're not always going to keep yourself in one state, in one voice, in one sound. Your playlist has multiple genres. And you're here to honor more than just the body you were put in. You're here to honor your masculine and your feminine nature. You're here to make balance. It looks like both of you not only do like your 3D human world selves, morals, etc., everything yada yada matches up, but this is a soul tie. This is a divine aligned one. This is somebody who your left path, right path choices made you go from soulmates to something even more. Spirit says you don't have to have all the answers. But this is not a time of shunning down. This is not a time of feeling like expressing and celebrating yourself is looking vain. Because somebody is thinking it's looking vain. It just means they're not welcoming in their own heart. They're not welcome to expanding and being seen that way. So remember, you can't make everybody happy. It looks like you and this person, whenever this check mark happens with like a responsibility, a job or something being done. Yeah, this would be on pause. I know why this reading, it was taking so fucking long for it actually to film, for it actually to go well. Somebody is trying to interfere with a connection and make you feel hazy. I'm not the type of person that talks about hexing or etc., but there is such thing as having truly enough malevolent will towards a person to where you can feel it. Somebody that really, it's that third party dynamic. So somehow that third party dynamic, your person cares about them as well. That's the blind spot. Whoa. This is a love triangle. There's a love triangle, and there's a lot of misinterpretations. There's a lot of misunderstandings. A talk is coming. A talk is coming, and with this talk, everything's going to change and make sense and flourish. I see you two camping together as well, which is very interesting. So maybe you're planning on taking a trip camping. I'm seeing the Rocky Mountains as well. Yeah, a little holistic retreat, keeping electronics away, figuring out the next forwarding steps between each other, because there is so much more that has to be unpacked with no influence of anybody else. So welcome in this new beginning. Welcome in the heart racing, welcome in the confusion, welcome in the happiness, welcome in the spontaneity, stability, welcome it all in, because that's the roller coaster of life. This is how you and this person are proving to each other you can be roller coaster buddies and prevail. It looks like both of you will reduce each other's burdens. Be more than a shoulder to cry on. Alright, we got some good news on the horizons. We got good news happening right now, but we got even more beautiful news on the way. Alright, okay. Let's get it.